Now we're going to go over how to stretch the front of our leg, which is really important also for being able to straighten out our hips all the way and will help with walking and standing up properly. So the most simple way to do this is to lie on our stomach, and that in and of itself will stretch out the front of our leg. Now, if you're working with an older person, or if you are an older person, if you're not able to turn your head and be able to open up your airway, then this may not be a safe way to go. And you also want to make sure that you're not getting radiating pain down your leg when you're in this position. If you do, that you need to go see a physical therapist and have that addressed. The progression from here is going on your elbows, and this is going to create even more of a stretch on the front of your legs, especially if the front of your legs are really tight. Being able to lie on your stomach is an important ability that we should be able to do, and to continue to be able to do that is very important and a very good thing that we should continue to do. So lying on our stomach like this, and then if we're able to, without pain, progress to going up onto our elbows like this. If we're younger, we want to create a lot more of a stretch, or go to bend the back backward, we can progress to this. If it's an older person, I tend to be fine. If they can get to here, this is great. Now, if we're not able to do this, if you're not able to lie on stomach, or if you're not able to do that in general, what you can do is get to the side of the bed or table. Now, there is a safety issue with this, because if it's an older person and they scoot to the side of the bed, you have to be sure that you're body blocking them so that they don't fall off. So falling off could be a problem. So this is actually probably best done with a rehab professional. But what the progression here is simply bringing the leg off the side of the bed, and then we're creating a stretch here on the front of the thigh. And then if we're able to, we can even bend the knee from here, and that will increase the stretch on the front of the leg right here. And more safer version of stretching the front of the leg, but tends to be hard to do logistically, is putting a stretching strap here like that, or a large towel, something, and then getting onto our stomach and then pulling the knee like this. And what you'll often find is a lot of people may only get to about here, and this is quite a large stretch for them. However, it tends to be a challenge logistically to get in, as you can see. This is a really good effective stretch for the front of the leg, the flexor muscles, and the quad. Basically going from a kneeling position here, nothing wrong with having something soft and comfortable for your knee. And then the key here is having the trunk nice and upright. Good to have your hand on something nice and sturdy like this. This is not a balance exercise. There's no need to balance ourselves like this. Have your hand on something, that's perfectly fine. Having this foot really far forward like this, so that the progression here is trunk up nice and tall, and then we're bending the knee here, and then that creates a lengthening with these muscles. And so we're stretching the front of the thigh right here. Make sure we're not rotating our hips back. We want this hip to stay pointed forward, and then our trunk is up. We don't want the trunk to go down, because that just shortens up the muscles we're trying to stretch. We're keeping the trunk up nice and tall. Bend this leg forward to increase the stretch, and then that's it. Our trunk is up nice and tall.